Welcome back to the Algodoo League 2022. Only 5 teams are able to take the win now. The Bottom Dreaders, the Snookers, the Daytime Dreamers, the Red Devils, and the Winemakers. As we head into Arena Survival. Since we have 16 teams this time opposed to the Reject Specials 12, this event will take the form of bracket-style elimination. And we begin with the Tumbling Lemons versus the Green Snakes. The randomizer has actually given us the top 2 teams from last year's Arena Survival. As the Tumbling Lemons are off to a good start, Green Snakes are out. Tumbling Lemons will move on. They have beaten the previous champions of the Arena Survival, the Green Snakes. Tumbling Lemons lasting 21.3 seconds. And the Tumbling Lemons move on. Green Snakes are out. 9.73 seconds for the Snakes. In our next match, the Cherubs versus the Magentas. Our pink teams going up against each other. And the Cherubs lose a marble first. Then the Magentas. The Cherubs now down to 2. They're going to lose another. And the Cherubs are out at 9 seconds. Magentas will move on to the second round. Cherubs are out. 9.69 for the Cherubs. They did not beat the Green Snakes either. Summer Runners versus the Celestials now. Celestials first to lose a marble. Summer Runners will do so as well. But now suddenly the Celestials are down to just 1 marble. Summer Runners down to 2 and the Celestials are out. I think they did beat the Green Snakes and Cherubs though. Summer Runners will be moving on regardless. 9.69 though. I think that actually is the same time the Cherubs lost it. Foresters versus the Bottom Dreaders now. Bottom Dreaders currently the leading team. If they get another good finish here, they'll be unstoppable. Foresters down to just 1 marble left and the Foresters are out. The Bottom Dreaders will move on to the second round. They are guaranteed a top 8 finish, which is bad news for the other contenders. Foresters still last longer than the other losing teams. Red Devils versus the Daytime Dreamers, 2 contending teams able to take the lead. One of them will be eliminated here. And the Red Devils looking like they are in trouble as they have 1 marble left, but so do the Daytime Dreamers. Red Devils going just into the gap. Red Devils are out and the Daytime Dreamers will move on. 14.15 for the Red Devils, 17.23 for the Daytime Dreamers. Gothic Ghouls versus the Rainbow Rollers now. I believe they are currently the bottom 2 teams. The Rainbow Rollers are currently down to just 1 marble left. And the Rainbow Rollers are out. Gothic Ghouls will be moving on. See how much longer they last. Currently the marble is stuck under there and the Gothic Ghouls will last 20 seconds. Rainbow Rollers managed to last 11.66. I think that's the second best losing time. Rising Storm versus the Winemakers now. Off they go. Looks like the Winemakers are down to just 1 marble left. Both these teams hard to see and the Winemakers are out. Rising Storm will come out on top. 12.37 for the Rising Storm, 9.83 for the Winemakers. So we head to our final 2 teams of the first round. Blueberries versus the Snookers. Only one of these teams will move on. It looks like the Snookers are down to just 1 marble left already. And the Snookers are out. Blueberries make it to the second round. Snookers are out. This might have ruined the Snookers' chances of taking the overall lead. But now we have our bottom 8 decided. And now our top 8 to see who will make it to the semi-finals. Tumbling Lemons versus the Magentas is where we will begin. And the Tumbling Lemons are already out in an uncharacteristically short time. Magentas have immediately won their second round. And they'll go for even longer than Tumbling Lemons. And they're finally out at 23 seconds. Tumbling Lemons only lasted 6.85 in the arena. Summer Runners versus the Bottom Dreaders now. Off they go. Bottom Dreaders first to lose a marble. It's possible that they will lose here, but the Summer Runners are also down to just one marble. It's extremely close. The Bottom Dreaders are out. The Summer Runners will advance to the semi-finals. Waiting for this last one to finish, and it's 18.5 for that last Summer Runner. Bottom Dreaders getting a time of 8.62. That will beat the Tumbling Lemons. Daytime Dreamers versus the Gothic Ghouls now. If the Daytime Dreamers can get this, they'll have a chance at taking the lead. But no, the Daytime Dreamers are out! Gothic Ghouls come out on top in that round. Not only that, the Daytime Dreamers will get a shorter time than the Bottom Dreaders. The Bottom Dreaders will win over the Daytime Dreamers. Rising Storm versus the Blueberries now. Blueberries already down to just one marble left, but so are the Rising Storm, losing a marble to the right side. And the Blueberries are out. Rising Storm will advance to the semi-finals. And that was 17.02 for the Rising Storm, 11.31 for the Blueberries. So far, I believe that is the best losing time. I believe that was all 4 of the round 2 matches. Yes, we have our top 4 now. Bottom Dreaders finishing in 6th, 1 spot over the Daytime Dreamers. Now we have our final 4, the Magentas, the Summer Runners, the Rising Storm, and the Gothic Ghouls. Who will win? We begin with the Magentas versus the Summer Runners. Summer Runners losing a marble to the middle. Both teams on 2. Summer Runners on 1 now. Magentas have lost another marble to the middle, and the final marble seems to be in trouble, but the Summer Runners are out. Magentas will move on to the finals and are guaranteed a medal. Summer Runners will be fighting for bronze. Our second semi-final match now between the Gothic Ghouls and the Rising Storm. And the Rising Storm are immediately going to lose 2, but so will the Gothic Ghouls. Gothic Ghouls are immediately down to 1, but the Rising Storm will lose their last 2 marbles, one after the other, simultaneously, as the Gothic Ghouls move on to the finals. They will battle with the Magentas for the gold, while the Rising Storm and the Summer Runners will battle it out for 3rd place. We will begin with our 3rd place match. Summer Runners versus the Rising Storm. Who will win the bronze? Off they go now. Summer Runners losing 2 immediately. Rising Storm are now. Both teams are immediately down to 1 marble now. Summer Runners are in the most trouble and they will lose. Rising Storm has the bronze. They've come out on top over the Summer Runners. I believe that is the Rising Storm's 2nd medal of the season. And they'll finally go out at 27.56. I believe that's the longest time yet. And now we have our final match between the Magentas and the Gothic Ghouls. Who will win the gold and who will get silver? Magenta's immediately going to lose 1, but the Gothic Ghouls are going to as well. Magenta's already down to 1, but the Gothic Ghouls are out! Gothic Ghouls will come away with silver as Magentas win the arena survival. That was a short final match. And he challenged to commentate as well, as so many things kept changing. Yes, it does look like the Rising Storm had the record in that event. There's no bonus for that, but they will still finish on the podium. And now as you look at the scores, and now the Bottom Dreaders are now the only team that are able to win. That finish was good enough after the Snookers' second last place finish in a row. The Bottom Dreaders have done it again. They've clinched the victory early. Get ready for the final event now as we head into the gauntlets.